you do a sealed and a draft and then another draft on day one, you can only be so good. And I was not good so far. Taking lands this early isn't actually the worst. Sometimes I just like to figure out what stuff does. This card seems okay. If I was to pick a card right now, it would be probably this. This card impressed me a little bit, even though a 3-1 for 3 is bad. I don't really like this card, but if you're in vampires, it seems good. I want to try this. Whenever you cast an enchantment. So this is like a blue-white card, basically. This is another one of those vampire... This card. Okay, now we're talking. 5 damage to target creature. This is also kind of a removal spell. This is okay if you have bombs, which we do not. It's gonna be this. Both of these cards would be good in red-white, I think. This is not a good body, but it does help get in. And then it keeps helping get in with a disturb. Although this is an expensive disturb, 5. For an enchantment. But it is kind of a free-ish enchantment. Look at this. Rending Flame. This card is wild. How good this is. I actually think that this creature is better than Rending Flame, but Rending Flame will get you out of more jams. This is one thing where like I differ from some people, where the creatures are better, so removal, like better than 10 years ago, I mean. So removal seems like it would be better. But it's not always the case. There's disturbed creatures where they just get another creature anyway. But an unblockable creature that gives an aura that makes your other creature who has the aura attached unblockable is quite insane. Draw 3 cards. This card's also insane. So we've seen some good blue. This card is excellent. I kind of want to just take this. Man, look at that. I'm going to take the rare. The other card's probably better. This is a 3-for-1. The other card is a 2-for-1, but it's a flyer, so it's arguably a little better than a 2-for-1. Having your maximum hand size reduced by 3 for the rest of the game is probably not that bad by the time you cast it. This is going to be probably good in the deck. I'm just going to take this. I just need to find some crap to exploit. Thinking I'm probably red-blue. I like this white card, though. Getting 2 Geists afterwards is pretty insane. I do want to be faster. I want to curve still, you know? I like this card. First strike when attacking on a 2-drop. Makes a blood token when it dies. Pretty reasonable. Is it as good as this? Probably not in our deck. Probably not. But I think we have an opportunity to get another one of either or. It's not exciting. The best card is this. Or this. What would we play? Anything? Neither of these red cards, probably. I think this card's good even without a zombie. That's just an aggressive card. We can probably get other 2-drops. We're not going to have a zombie, but if we can curve out into things, which we're currently not doing at all, then this will probably be better. We're definitely looking for creatures. Pretty much anything. Probably not 4-drops. 2s and 3s. Yeah, I think this is a good one. I think I want to be aggressive in this deck. Activating this only as a sorcery sucks, but it's not the worst. I like this card. I think you almost always cleave it, but this is also good. 4/4 Menace. I'll almost assuredly play that. I'll very unlikely play this, though. Counter targets. I think this is good. This card is really good. Damn it. This card's pretty good. I actually like this too, but not here. This seems really good though. Syncopate. I think we want creatures. I just like flying. Getting back burn spells is good. We already have one of those guys. I don't know how many exploit targets we're going to have. This is going to feel a little against type because we're an Izzet deck, which is a spells deck, but then I want creatures. And I want creatures because we don't have 2-drops that win the game, like in the last set with that Devil Festival Crashers. Like here you just want more 2-drops and then some tempo things, I think. There's exploit fodder though. I think I'll probably play that. There's another one of these. How many exploits do we got? We got this, 2. Could very easily get another one. I think this card is really good. And by really good, I mean it's like a 6.5 out of 10. Maybe a 7. It's actually not super aggressive, but we have curves where it's good. Draw 3 and discard 1. I like that card a lot. I like this card a lot too. I actually think we're probably going to take another one of these. Ooh, this is what we want. This is it. Yeah. Sucks that land was in the pack. Because, you know, like if you play 17 lands and you do 9/8, like right now it'd be like a 9 island, 8 mountain. That's actually not ideal necessarily. So being able to get a dual land in your colors is actually really excellent. It'll assure that we can play our double blue a significant amount more. It doesn't do as much for the red, but it does a lot for the blue, for that 4-drop curve. The math is just out there on it, like I don't have it in front of me. I also think math and analytics is very important to understand, but not hardline for. It's good to absorb everything, I guess is what I would say. This is a card that takes an extra turn. I might take it and just try it. I don't think it's that great, but we are in the colors. I kind of want to just take this 2-drop. It exiles too, even on Cleat. It's so absurd. We're just gonna try it, but I probably should have taken the 2-drop. Let it be known. This is exploit fodder. Might be actually worth it. We do have no other wolves. I'm gonna do the exploit fodder guy. Could ramp into our extra turn. We'd rather do this. See, now we're getting stuck on this 4-drop thing, which is what happened in the last draft. This card's okay. Merely okay. Probably won't play 2 of these. Probably will play that. I can't imagine playing another one of those, but we do have like these burns to get, so maybe. This is where I feel like the mistake was made. I should have taken the 2-drop over this. In the beginning of the set, I always just like to take, you know, splashy cards and see what happens. This is certainly splashy. Taking an extra turn for 7 sucks. But, because sometimes you just draw, that's just draw a card. That's all it is. It's just draw a card. There are certain situations where you'll cast it for 3, though. We need just low drops now. I don't even care. It's definitely this guy. I want 2s because I don't want to get run over. Desperate for 2s. A lot of these 4s are getting cut. Probably not the rare. Probably this wolf, if I had to guess. Hypnotist I like. Ooh, this card. Here's a 2-drop. Fuck. This is a 4-drop. This is such a good one, though. I think we need a braid. This is brutal. Like, I wanted to curve out. I made the mistake of not getting curve out cards. This is probably smarter than this, but it's like the same thing. One of them draws a card, kind of. And one of them... I mean, we're now getting into the point where we probably play this, and we don't play these wolves. Maybe not one of these. The only thing I care about giving flying is this. But we do have exploit stuff, so I think it's probably good. This has actually just become an exploit deck that can get back Rending Flame and a Braid. That's what this has become. I think this card is probably fine to keep in the deck, maybe even both of them. It's really good with Sure Strike, which I don't want to play. How many creatures we got? 17. Well, we're going to be cutting creatures probably. This didn't quite go the way I wanted. I hate this card. The fact it costs red isn't truly obnoxious, but it does do stuff. I mean, this ability is certainly fine if you're... I can't cast that in anything but turn 4, so it's just bad. It's this. I don't want another one of these. I just want more little guys I can cash in. Probably cut one of these. This is probably okay. I think this is quite good. I want this too. This did not turn into the deck that I wanted. This guy's never gonna attack. It might, one time. It's like just this. This is probably never gonna be cast for 5. We don't really need to save anything. Sorcery. I actually sort of like this card. Might make the cut. $29 cards. This definitely seems like a 17 lands deck. When I was in pack 1, I was thinking it would be a 16 lands deck, but now I'm thinking otherwise. I like having exploit fodder. This leans pretty heavily on getting back a Rending Flame or an Abrade. This werewolf feels out of place. I think all these little guys are fine. The spirit trades pretty well against aggressive starts. I like this card. I don't really want to cut it. It's probably a chill. We're not as tempo-y as I want to be. Maybe both chills. Maybe a split. I mean, what's better? Bouncing my thing to counter? Or just drawing a card? I mean, I'm not playing best of 3, so I don't get that time to decide if Steelclad Spirit is better for defense and this is better for offense. I think I wanted to be aggressive at first, but now it's different. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 6 exploit cards, and 1, 2, kind of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could even do these, so there's like a lot of exploit targets I'm not upset with. This card I like too, but it's more on the aggressive side. So I think I'll cut both of them. We're gonna go with this. We'll see. Just want to talk briefly about the payouts. Like, if you have a really good deck and you go 3-0 in best of 3, you get 2 drafts worth of drafts. If you go 7-2, you only get 2,200 and 6 packs. I just like the payout of the other one better. And early in the format, despite me getting bricked last time, you know, I'll usually tend to win early. I did make a hugely critical error in game 3 of match 3, but that's gonna happen in your first draft sometimes. Not always on camera though. So I got that. So this seems good, man. Like if I draw a land, I can have a turn 4 4/4, which is pretty nice. And I get to scry and draw a card. But I do need a land. We're gonna find out how good this egg is this game for sure. Because I don't know. That's the thing about these, you know, these set reviews. You just don't know. I want both of these. I have 4 exploit cards in my hand. Yeah, it doesn't matter which order, because I'm going to draw both of them. It's pretty good. He really has something? That sucks. Okay, that was awful. See what he's got this time. I do it on this because if he has first strike to give this 3 power and first strike, he just does way too much damage. That's a mistake. I should have attacked, of course. Nope. This is the type of game where if he's going to do what he's done with these burn spells, especially the... Oh my god. Haste. Okay, so what happens here? If you attack with one other creature, you may have that creature's base power and toughness become 4/3. Okay. So our opponent is aggressive as all hell. See, we get through this game if he attacks with just the 3/2. If he attacks with both, I'm nervous. But if we trade this 4-drop for this 2-drop, you're just happy to run him out of as many cards as possible, basically. This is going to be still a threat, but it's a very slow threat. 4 and tap for that activation is not ideal. An attack with just the 3/2 here is what I'm happy with. We do need to get this trample off the board. Yeah, we're in good shape. Land. That's good. That's just in his way. I assume he's just missing a color. He could be mono red, but... Ooh, okay. I think he's probably... Well, I don't know. I don't want to speculate when I just don't know. I don't really want to exploit, but I do want to attack because we're running out of time. This is the order. So here I can just block the 1/3, and if he attacks with the 2/2 I can trade, so he has to do something in order to get in, so this is perfectly fine, and it lets us be at least a little bit threatening with our menace guy, as opposed to completely embarrassing. A fight here would suck, because he would do 2 damage no matter what, 1 from this and then 1 from the attack. It's a pretty easy trade, I think. As much as I want this 4/4, I would rather just block. Yeah. Very close to dead. We don't have any land. Or any spells, I should say. We need to cast this on Biolume Egg. Scry and draw. Probably should play. That's what we're gonna do. That was an insane draw. I'm gonna play this land in case we get the... In fact, I think I'm gonna ditch this guy to try and find something sexier, like an extra turn. He's very live to kill us with these guys. He doesn't even have to attack, so we need to get in there. So sexiness is what I'm all about right now. This guy is good for this matchup. That card's good. Card's good. Now I want to draw the burn spell. That's the extra turn. Okay. So... Alright, so I can sacrifice 2 islands after I cast this, which will give me an unblockable. He can eat a couple things. I think I just attack with everything no matter what, and I do actually crack this. So I think I just do this. And then sack 2 islands. It sucks because it lets him kind of know where I'm at, but... But getting some of his things off the board's nice. I can't get Child of the Pack off the board, unfortunately, but if he eats the Stitched Assistant with the 2/5, then he doesn't have good blocks for the 4/4 Menace, so that's kind of why it works out. And if he blocks with the 2/5 and the 1/3 on the Menace, then that's awkward for him too. Like, this is the best block he has, and it's not even that great. Shrug. That was interesting. That was pretty interesting. I tend not to play too much once I hit Mythic. If I'm doing really good at a set, I'll sometimes like do 1 draft at Mythic and see how high I can get, 1 or 2 drafts. Then I usually relax for a month and let it decay. You know, when you're not making videos, there's no real reason to bang your head against all that difficulty at Mythic. Unlike Constructed Mythic, where people stop trying and play their jank, people in Limited are always trying, and honestly, doing good at Limited, trying at Limited is pretty much the most fun way to play, whereas, you know, playing straightforward monocolored decks in Constructed tends to not be in the same way. We really want to draw a card, so I actually think discarding Binding Dice is where we want to be. It's better to not just give him a free... Lantern Spirit. We're pretty far away from an extra turn winning the game. We might be pretty far away from this mattering too. When I saw these dissenters in the sealed, they performed well. So I'm gonna presume it's gonna be pretty brutal here also. Alright. As much as I want that 4/4, it's actually better as an 0/4 for the time being. Because I can just block a Doom Dissenter without it turning into a 2/2. He's going to inevitably exploit it anyway. Blue is my favorite color in Magic to play. Usually tempo aggro versions, not so much control. I'll play control, but in Limited, usually the best control decks are not blue, incidentally, because counter spells are so much worse. It's interesting. I guess I'll turn in Sky. We now have just a wealth of sack fodder. Those bounces will be pretty good for this Cruel Witness, so I'm not like as keen to just exploit off it. I'd rather just exploit the Bioloom. I don't know if Bioloom is a word. It's like there's bioluminescent, but would you just shorten it to Bioloom to describe it? Oh yeah, it's a Bioloom egg. It's a bioluminescent egg. I'm pretty sure there was enough room. There's a lot of space here. What are we doing? Target creature gets +1/+0, okay. And then it gets a counter. And, oh, this card is good. I like this one. I think I'm gonna just nerf it. I sort of want to draw cards, too. I think I draw cards. And if I draw a land... Ooh, yeah, I guess I don't want that, even though I'm gonna loot it away. See, so I can bounce my guy now. A braid, yep. definitely gonna nerf the shit out of this. I would rather nerf it than just abrade it. I want it to get exiled when it dies too. But this does not exile it when it dies. I'm gonna stay back on defense one more turn. I think I'm gonna exploit the egg and get the bounce spell rather than the draw. Drawing 3 cards also seems quite good. I could just draw the other bounce spell that I took out. Right? Yes, I did take it out. Alright. Maybe I should have 2 of those bounce spells. It's probably good. Would I trade? I think I would. He takes a whole turn off to do it. I'm not going to win with that anyway. Let's see, attack. He probably blocks so he can make his spirits. No. Alright. I think I do want the bounce. I sort of want to play the land so I can do both, but I'm not gonna. Gonna make use of these blood tokens. It's an interesting card. Does a little more work than I had expected it to. Ooh, if he gained life this turn, return a creature. That's sick. Yeah. That card's not that threatening, though. I definitely want to Rending Flame something. I'm going to leave this 3/3 back on defense. Next turn I may get that draw 3. We might draw every card in our deck to win this game. As much chump blocking as he has. I'm probably going to kill a Courier Bat, more than likely. With a Braid, so that I can leave up this Alchemist reversal back. Retrieval. Alchemist's Retrieval. This dude's just a straight up Ghostbuster. It's badass, dude. It's like Egon. This girl's quite the little waifu. Gothic lolly situation here. Appeals to a certain subset of the Magic community, I think. Tell me more. Any attacks that are interesting? Just that guy. Word! Word, my homie! Just that guy? I do want to draw that. At this point, I want to draw any action. I have so many ways to draw that, like, just drawing anything besides land is excellent right now. See, he knows I have this, so he knows I have some interaction. Which is going to caution him on whatever he does. Sometimes the threat of interaction you don't necessarily want to use is good enough to do what you want to do. And I use that to exploit that to win games. Speaking of exploiting things, I'm gonna get that draw 3 back. But I will cast nothing. This feels like a win. If he wants to do more shenanigans with this officiant, I will have no problem killing it. I still don't want to just get crackbacked by some weird stuff. There's no reason to be, like, overly aggressive here. This is not a lethal attack. Attacking with one more would be. It doesn't matter. I just want him to burn his turn doing whatever he's doing. Then he pumps this guy and I kill it. There is a board wipe in black-white. If he has it, we have a draw 3. If not, we're just going to win on the spot with the alpha. This deck's been pretty sweet. I've been happy with it. We are also pretty close to... reasonably close, I should say. What the hell is this? To drawing the... take an extra turn. Okay. Yeah, okay. This is insane. Can I do both? 5? I can't. Annoying. I mean, I can, and I can't at the same time. I think it's fine to just attack with everything, though. Now he's just dead to me sacking islands next turn. Spell activated ability or triggered ability. This card is sick. This is a good card. It's probably the most compelling reason to have counter spells is because you have a creature that counter spells. I did it. Against all odds, baby. Woo! Alright. So we don't have exploiters, we just have exploitees. I think that, like, getting an exploit on this Biolume egg and then getting an exploit on Lantern Bearer will make Biolume egg unbeatable. That's my hypothesis here. This is kind of where I thought the deck was going in the beginning. It was just like curve out into some stuff, but like it became something else. We have enough land to cleave this and find the exploits we need. It's just going to take a minute. We're going to do stone nothing next turn, probably. No, we're going to kill that. We will be murdering that thing. Just in case he misses his 4th land drop, that'll probably help us out quite a bit. Oh. This is what it is. Blood Petal Celebrant's about done her last damage. Strong contributor this game, though. What is she on? 4 damage so far? 4 damage for a 2-drop to the face. That's almost a 2-mana Lava Axe. I'm going to do it pre-combat just because I want to see what I'm working with next turn. Good stuff. Good stuff is what I'm working with. I'll be getting back a Braid, probably. And then hopefully using it. I know that I could have free blocked, but I've really got a good plan cooking, so I didn't want to fuck up. I do this pre-combat because I want the Celebrant to get in. More than likely what I'm going to do is... I guess it depends on what he's... Okay. Put a 1/1 counter on another target creature. Okay, so that's absolutely absurd. Oh, it's a God mode. Gives haste and 2 counters. Crazy. You can pump this and it gives more counters. Wild. Has a reach. Relevant in this matchup too. I think is he dead on the crackback? I can't. No, because if he has a pump spell, I'm just dead. 10, 11, 12, 13. I can just chomp a guy. So I have 10 damage. He's gonna kill that. Fuck. Yep. Brutal. Obviously I abrade this. And then... Six, seven. I could draw a land. No. I think it's just this. I was thinking I could put him to 4, which is better than play this, scry, draw a land, play this. But if I don't do it, I just lose. I think I have to go for the kill here. Which means I should have just attacked with the lantern guy. That last game made me want to puke because it was so close. And it was just so hard to decide if I needed to attack with that guy. But had I played that 3-power guy and not gotten a land off the scry and draw, I just lose anyway. At least I had to make him have that pump spell. But it seemed like he probably had it. I definitely just attack into the Toxic Scorpion for sure. No exploit. Like, ooh, that card is very annoying. I'm still toiling about that last game because it was so close. It's hard to say which line would have been the best. Obviously on that last turn I should have blocked with 2 things, but that would have put him on a poor clock, so I don't think I could have done that. I think I needed to just attack with that bird and risk the exploit draw and see how that works out. Because if I hit it, then I get to double block and bounce the thing that he sure strikes or whatever, so that would have just been the best. I think I need to kill this sharpshooter. It's It's just gonna be in the way forever. I do want that. As much as I want to exploit this 1-1, I would certainly trade with the 3-1. You got 3 lands off mulch? Holy moly. I'm like an old man saying holy moly, that is insane. That's so wild. None of this matters. None of it at all. I like Rural Recruit despite having 4 in the last deck and not doing that great. I still like it. I kind of want to exploit, but I will not do it. Actually, you know what? I am going to do it. Inspired idea. That could get me where I need to go. I mean, this guy's effectively at 5 more life because of this ability. What else does this guy do? Nothing? It's just a 4/5? Maybe getting hit here a little bit. No, you know what? It makes sense to do this. And then worry about inspiring ideas. Holy shit, dude! That guy, like, Ancestral Recalled off this twice. 2 mana, draw 3, the fuck? It's absurd. That is outrageous. It's heinous. It's downright heinous. This time we're gonna draw 3. I actually want it. Ideally, he like taps out and we draw the extra turn card and he can't draw 5 or something. That's what I want to see. This guy's deck seems pretty bad, but he had some good mulches for sure. Alright, so we're going to be doing a lot of blood tokening, I think. I might even do it now. I certainly missed the opportunity to do it, but okay. Alright. This is interesting. Okay. So we're going to be playing both of those cards pretty soon. It's cool. Six. Wild, yo. He's not dead, but it's close. So if I go for the extra turn here, and he lets me untap before gaining 5 life, this just counters his activated ability and I win the game. So we'll risk it. He gained 5 life. Alright, fair enough. Because that tapped weird. Like, fucked. Should've just tapped mountain every time. I'm not dead to, like, anything. I'll just jump this guy. Nothing he does matters anymore, really. Diego Lau. Hispanic and Chinese combo. I mean, going against gold and platinum on day one seems weird, right? Like, isn't everybody queuing for this? I'm not impressed with this card. Costs 1 mana, I guess that's not that bad. Has some upside. Lot of mana to become something good, though. Doesn't have training. Doesn't help train. Like, I would not play this card very often. Hero's Downfall. Seems a little premature. Oh, I want to exploit so bad. Just need a guy, though. I need a guy to block his 1-2. There's definitely an argument to say that he... But, I mean, the thing is, it's not about the 1-2. It's about what he could play this turn. This guy gets indestructible, so that's pretty annoying. Oh, man, that's so wild that it just gets indestructible. But he has to pay it pre-combat, so I guess that's something. I can certainly take 4 once. If he's smart, he would attack with the 4-2 and not give it indestructible. Because I'm not going to trade. And he should know that. But if he has a 4-drop, I guess it doesn't really make any difference. You want a set review? Falconwrath Celebrants is a good card. Grade 7.5. So trade 7, 8. I am behind. I want to do both of these things so badly. I'm just gonna play defense. Usually I like to get in, but I'm not gonna. So I don't even get a chance to respond to that, which I thought I did. I can respond to it going on the thing, but once it's on the thing, he gets to just pay for it and it happens, I guess. So that's something I just learned. Being great at a new set doesn't happen right away. Normally that would just be a stone error. But in this case, I just learned. That's how that works. I mean, a judge might know better, but that's how that works. Because now I can't even Rending Flame. I mean, I could and I should. I should probably just kill this 3/3. It's really annoying. It tapped 3 islands. Gotta really watch that shit. I assume he's just gonna pump his 1/2. I guess you could do, yeah, that thing, sure. I guess I'm not too worried about that. He'll give his guy indestructible. I will exploit my guy next turn and get Rending Flame. No big whoop. This card's good. Free +2/+2 enchantment. This guy's good. This guy's the best uncommon in white, in my opinion. I'm dead. I have to block now. Do I have to block? I don't. I'm in a bad fucking way, though. Okay. This must die. And then play this. This erstwhile Shield Basher was more annoying than I had anticipated. 1 mana is like nothing to pay. I literally have to exploit a real creature tomorrow, next turn just to kill it. It's pretty heinous. If he plays a flyer, then I have to kill that instead. Okay, that's insane. Yep, I can do it all. Watch this unholy officiant beat me. If he saves this, I'm just dead. Okay. So I can't mess around. I can't really mess around and attack, unfortunately. The Unholy Officiant becoming a 3/4 and threatening to be bigger is just big enough to make me unable to lethally annihilate him with this Gambit. I need to bounce the thing, and then I'm good. I only have one bounce. I need to just put that other one in. I have one turn to draw Rending Flame. I have infinity turns to draw Alchemist's Retrieval. I can draw a Repository Scob and still kill it in response to his final activation. Rending Flame. So here it is. He double blocks. I just kill it. If he activates beforehand, I really get him. But he does not. So I just do it this way. Ooh. Okay. I mean, he left that mono open every turn. Like, he could have just had a pump spell that barely got over it. So now this doesn't do anything until he plays a creature. He drew another land, so I guess he's been unlucky. God, it smells like a board wipe or some weird stuff. Yep. Iolume is A-okay. Kill target attacking creature. Oh, alright. So I feel very safe now. I can bounce this, exploit, get back, burn spells, get back, draw 3. Feels very well in hand now. I probably just Alchemist Gambit after combat, though. Unless he kills one, then I do the other thing. Two damage. Alright, this is what it is. So, 4-1 with this deck. It's been pretty fun. I think exploiting is pretty damn good. I played with exploit the last time it was around in Dragons of Tarkir, and I would say it was less good there, but still fine. This hand has now turned into a quite good hand. I can probably get in with this Geist one time and then just exploit it. In fact, it's probably worth killing pretty much anything. Okay. Stitch Assistant. He must not have a land. School Scobs. That's insane. This far exceeded my expectations. That wasn't an, I don't even know what to say about how good that turn was. That was one of the best turns I've ever seen in Magic. So good. Now my exploit plan is like dead because I need to, I mean he's probably gonna have a removal spell here, that's how bad it is. No. This feels like it's gonna be removal. Alright, so this has been pretty interesting lesson in what these guys can do. That was pretty wild. This taps for free. Where is it? Oh yeah, this guy. He taps for free, discards a creature card. This guy exploits and makes a zombie for 2. Then he plays a 1/1 3/3 for 1 exile. That is just very impressive. I gotta believe that's the best black-blue start possible, right? I mean, I'm pretty early in the format, but that seems like the best possible. I want to draw land. Gives me 2 options. Block and burn, which is preferred now that he has this giant flyer. Or the 4/4. Alright, I think it's just... I'm gonna just burn him now. I think I suicide this into the 2/2s because I just don't care. I'd rather kill this exploit guy and just leave him with a vanilla. I give him perfect information, but it just doesn't matter because I couldn't get in past the 2/5 anyway. I got all the value in the world off that guy. He's a 6 mana removal spell to kill a 2-drop. You know, I don't care. I wish I would draw the 1/1 for 1. That makes a blood token. That's what I want the most. Ooh, see, now this card has been annoying. I can counter the triggered ability, but it doesn't matter because he gets to just keep doing the thing. I think I just have to abrade this based on my experience with it in the last match. Or the sealed. It was actually a while ago. The damn sealed. I have to kill this before his upkeep. It's pretty annoying. I want to say nerfing this isn't the best, but it's fine. He has a lot of ways to exploit, so I presume that he'll just do it again. But I'd rather not trade 4 for 3 right this second. Okay, so that card is very good. Would I have rather nerfed to this? Sure, but I was happy to use my mana also. That's important. That's interesting. So it's just a 4/3 unblockable that makes a blood token, effectively. I could get that. I could just abrade. I think I'm okay trading 4 for 5 for the time being. Oh, he does this. Sure. That's okay. That I'm not worried about. I think I'll probably just flash this in and block him. Okay. That's pretty rough. Now I need exploit fodder so I can get a burn. It's a crappy use of it, but I will draw a card. It's the worst possible use of that spell. Rending Flame. I guess I just keep taking... No. God, I'm gonna play this. Taking 2 wouldn't be the worst, but... Okay. Now I just want to trade. I can't. Oh, -2, -2 is okay. I will just kill this guy then, I guess. That is pretty annoying, though. Now it's even more annoying. What's this do? Gives him flying. Alright. Okay. Damn. Guy's deck's good. I was behind. I was getting desperate. I had time, but like his blood tokens were a factor for sure. And he gets back the 3/3 for 1. It's pretty wild. This guy's insane. Fucking heck. What do I want here? Doesn't matter. If he attacks with all, I block a 2/2. If he attacks with a 3/3, I block. Okay, so he's gonna... Sure. I'll Rending Flame that for sure. I'll block that. No problem. I have a lot of live draws because land at least lets me blood. Can block. This has been a tough game. His deck's cool. He's at 9 cards, I'm at 21 cards. He's milled and blooded more, but it's pretty insane. This makes him unblockable, so I don't have any ways to get... I can just bounce him, I guess. That's the only thing I got. I think I pitch Biolumeg. I pitch a lot of creatures at this point. Certainly land. I'm not going to win this game. But I could see possibly winning the game. I will soon be in a desperate situation. But not quite. The fact that I only have 2 islands means that my inspired idea doesn't draw anything that's good. So I'd actually probably, in desperation, pitch inspired idea if I drew it. I could have got a lot more value in this game than I did, but I drew none of the exploit guys. Both of these are undrawn, both of these are undrawn, this is undrawn, this is undrawn. So that's 6 things I would have liked to exploit that I didn't get to. And as a result, Alchemist Retrieval is my only out. Is my only out. I want to put Alchemist Retrieval back in the deck. Both of them, I mean. I always need one. This is not good. So we've almost got our gems back on this one, even though we used a token entry. I'd like to get one more win. We won anyway, because we almost got a rebate, and we did learn some stuff. No, I wish I had that epic here instead of this island. Alright. So, Binding Geist. Vampire Slayer. That's not good against us. I'm annoyed that he's aggro, though, because I had a slower hand here. I don't want to trade Binding Geist, I want to exploit it, so it's a little oh, is this the... Tapper, yep. Okay, I think we're dead, because he curved out on the play into the guy that taps. So I think we're probably dead. It just doesn't seem like a likely race to win. Like, it's a race we're so far behind on. We just have to block every turn. And we're absolutely going to attempt to block every turn. First thing I'd block. Probably this training. How much is this? 5? I guess it's the trainer. Maybe it's this guy. Next turn I can't do 2 things, but at least I won't be tapped down. Unless he has first strike. Indestructible. In trouble, for sure. Talia. Ridiculous. Okay. I'll just play two things. I guess this is about as good as an aggro start as you're going to get without having removal. Now I have two guys that block a lot of his dudes for free. That's nice. If he had a haste dude with 3 power, I think I'd lose the game. But outside of that, this is fine. Does this have haste? It does. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, I just want to rage. Oh god, it was such a good rare to get into. Fuck. Alright. So he makes Talia a 4-3. That's a smart one. Yep. Getting in with that Perish Blade is a good idea. I don't know what he's doing. Getting in with the Distracting Geist is also a good idea. But whatever. Seems like a pretty easy... He didn't give... Oh, he has and only one other creature, that's why. I'm not too worried about that. That's so wild. What a good card that is. The Talia is bad, but it's not the end of the world. I think I should have blocked the Talia now that I think about it. I'm dead. I can feel him having the thing that kills me right now. It's so ridiculous that he had this again. I need a creature off the top. So I can chump block and just... I guess I'm not dead. So I chump block Talia, block one thing, the 2/2, play a 4/4. I played this wrong. Wrong as fuck. I should have killed the Talia first and just dealt with the 3/4 later when he had less guys. It was a mistake. I think he should have attacked with everybody that turn that he only attacked with 3 guys, even though that was beneficial for me. I blocked wrong. I don't know what that does, but the game ended because of it. It's fucking absurd. Go to 1 and then he has a flyer. Fucking ridiculous. Oh, Jesus. It's so infuriating. Okay. We got 1,400 gems. By we, I mean me. I did that. I went 4 and 3, which is not very good. Alright.